Okay, so I got a nice little different kind of a project today. I recently got into hold of a little toy for the little one, but it takes this kind of pack. There's no charger for it, so what I'm gonna do is make it one of these instead. One of those, quite simple. You just, pop batteries in it and that's that. So what I'm gonna do is effectively take this, cut it down a bit. I'm also going to cut this right here so I can use the plug, and then I will, hopefully be able to make that little toy run again. So before we start, tools I'm going to use, I got a pair of side cutters here by Nipex. I got a pair of strippers by Nipex. I have this, which is technically a soldering iron, but I'm going to use it for, actually, well, I was going to use it for the hot air gun to do the shrink tubing. However, the pack of shrink tubing I have doesn't have anything that small, so we are just going to use some electrical tape. So yeah, we will start first with the easiest thing to do. And that'll be, cutting this off. Simple as that. So here, I don't want that much of it, because what would I do with that much of it? But, I still want some. Actually, you know what? It isn't going to hurt anything having some extra lead in there, so I'll just leave it. But what I will have to do with this is just strip it down. I'm actually going to move the camera now. Yeah, kind of struggle with me a little bit. I don't usually use GoPros, and I don't really know how they work half the time. That's the soldering iron we're going to use. It's actually on already. Let's see here. Yeah, 750 degrees, way hotter than it needs to be, but that is okay. So, what I really like about these strippers is I basically set it to any depth I want, kind of thing, with this little tab. And it's, well, how much do I have on that side? Not much. That should be more than enough. And what it does is it auto adjusts to whatever it is I'm doing. So, whether it be fat stuff or thin stuff, I'll stick it in. It's kind of a little guide stop thing. And that's that. Pull it out again. The red line. What I do again, I just kind of bottom it out there on the stop gauge. Put it down. And that's that. Nothing to it. One of the best pair of wire strippers I've ever had, so I got no complaints with them. So what we have here for soldering, I got some flux, and I got, yeah, this stuff's fine. This stuff here is leaded solder. I actually prefer using leaded stuff just because, well, really, I don't really have much justification for it past that. I just prefer to use it. Simple as that. The non-leaded stuff I find doesn't melt as fast, as well, that kind of thing, which is, probably why there's a thing regarding all that. So yeah, this stuff just looks like, goop, nothing crazy. All I'm going to do is kind of prep it there. Just a little dab on the one side there. I tend to do this relatively differently than most, maybe. I don't know. I used to have a big holder thing, like for little claws. I have no idea where it went. Kind of went the way of, I don't know, went somewhere after a move, that's all I know. So what I'll do here I'm gonna just kind of tin the tip a bit. If anyone knows what I'm doing here, I'm just brushing it off so I can have a nice clean tip here. And again, I know I should have like a stand or something, but I don't, because I don't know where I put it. So I'll use this, and all I'm going to do is just basically tin it. I put it in flux already, and that way I get a nice coating of solder on there. Do the same thing to the black. Like I said, I do things a little differently. And by that I mean, I don't know, I've been doing this stuff for years, so it doesn't really bother me to do things quickly like this. Because all I do is make sure I have some on there. Clean it off a lot. Make sure the surface I'm using is not going to be damaged. Make sure to coat it in a nice generous coating of solder. Last one. I almost put the thing in those. I almost put it in there. That's no good. A little bit of coat there. Thing hops around a lot. Okay, so what we've done is cut this, tinned this. We've cut this, and well, no, we didn't cut this, but we tinned that. We don't need the flux anymore. Well, I guess that's probably not right. I'll keep it out just in case. What are we gonna do now? All right. Again, I used to have like a. I used to have like this claw thing. You just pinch it and you just hold it, but I don't have that anymore. I used to. I don't know where it, I really don't know where it ended up going. But we're gonna try doing this with two hands-ish kind of thing. Kind of do it in front of me so I can actually kind of maneuver myself around, that kind of thing. Nothing wild, but because we already tinned them, it'll make it a lot easier to actually bond them together. Like, I'm still gonna, you know, give myself some solder, that kind of thing. We'll overlap them a bit. Again, it's a children's toy. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Ow. That ain't the first time I've ever done that, but I kissed my knuckle with the soldering iron. Kind of not used to maneuvering it with a camera kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So, get a little bit more solder. Kind of position it like so. Stop moving. Stop moving. Jeez. Yeah, I need to find that thing of mine, wherever it ended up going. But we will make do somehow. Jeez. Just to float away on me a little bit. There. It's not a pretty job. It's not my best work, but it works. Again, it's for a children's toy, so there's nothing crazy about it. Just need to make a solder connection. And again, I would normally shrink tube something like this, but the stuff I got don't work. Or not, doesn't work. It's too small. No, wait. This is too small. The stuff I have is too fat. So what I'll do is, you know, nice healthy wrap of electrical tape on both sides. Then I'll kind of tape it all together, which in hindsight I might have a piece big enough to now do that, but now it's too late. So live and learn. Again, if I was doing this for like a customer or something, I would definitely have like more care about it. But because I'm not overly sure this is even gonna work, I'm kind of just throwing things together and seeing what sticks. So yeah, now I got the plug from the old thing onto the new thing. If anyone remembers, this is the kind of battery it was, and apparently you can recharge these, but I can't find the charging port on anything on the thing, so we're gonna try this instead. Now, yeah, that's about it. Quick, simple soldering, and we're gonna see if the toy works. Unfortunately, I don't have the toy here, because, you know, that would make sense, but not today. So what I'll do here is, this is where I'll leave it. I'll make an update in a short or something like that if it actually does work. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, like and subscribe. And again, until next time.